You're standing in a small gathering. Or maybe it's the break room at work. The noise level is manageable. People are chatting. And you are right there in the middle of it. You're smiling. You're nodding at all the right times. You even let out a perfectly timed laugh at your coworker's joke. From the outside looking in, you are blending in flawlessly. You are the picture of a well-adjusted, social adult. But deep down, beneath the surface, your brain is quietly screaming for an exit. You are communicating fluently, yet a hollow, heavy exhaustion is spreading through your chest. In this exact moment, all you want to do is slip into the nearest bathroom, lock the door, close your eyes, and just breathe. It's a paradox that very few people truly understand. You are surrounded by people. You are performing perfectly, yet your body is sending out a biological SOS. Society often labels this heavy feeling with some pretty harsh words. People might call you fake, standoffish, or antisocial. And the worst part is, you probably blame yourself. 2. You tell yourself you're just bad at people. You wonder why you can't just be effortlessly bubbly and light, like everyone else in the room. But here is the truth. It is not because you are lacking. The phenomenon you are experiencing has a name. It's called the performance loop. I want you to hear this, and I want you to really internalize it. You are not broken. You are not lazy. You are simply trying to adapt to a world that was designed for the loud and to survive in it. You are draining every ounce of your life force to play the role of an extrovert. Let me explain the hidden mechanism behind this deep exhaustion. I want you to imagine your social energy as a daily coin budget. Every morning when you wake up, you have exactly 10 energy coins in your pocket. No more, no less. Now, for extroverts, stepping into a crowd is like walking into a casino where they always win. Every greeting, every bit of small talk, every shared laugh deposits another coin into their pocket. The crowd is their charging station, but you are different. You are an introvert. You don't earn coins in a crowd. You pay them. A polite nod, that costs 1 coin. A forced smile while listening to a story you don't care about, that costs 2 coins. 5 minutes of meaningless small talk about the weather, that's 3 coins. You see, your brain processes information deeply. You notice the subtle shift in someone's tone of voice. You read their micro-expressions. You feel the hum of the fluorescent lights. That sensitivity is a beautiful gift, but it is incredibly expensive to run. When we look for advice on social skills for introverts, we usually find tips on how to fake being outgoing, which completely ignores this biological budget. Because what happens when you run out of your 10 coins, but the party isn't over, you start performing. You pull out your internal energy credit card and start swiping it at an absurdly high interest rate. You borrow energy from tomorrow just to appear normal today. That is exactly why you get the introvert hangover, that crushing, brain-fogged, staring at the ceiling exhaustion the entire next day. You don't hate people. You are just carrying massive energy debt. So, how do we stop swiping that credit card instead of playing the highly expensive role of the entertainer? I want to give you a new framework. These are 3 low-energy communication roles you can switch into at any time. Mastering these roles is the foundation of practical social skills for introverts. Role 1, the observer. We often fall for the myth that to be valuable in a conversation, we must constantly be talking. That is completely false. Give yourself permission to physically lean back. Listen. Offer a soft smile. Your quiet, attentive presence is a massive contribution. People naturally gravitate toward those who hold space for them. You do not need to be the center of attention to be deeply appreciated. And the best part, playing the observer only costs half a coin. Role 2, the interviewer. If you feel the pressure of everyone's eyes on you and your chest starts to tighten, redirect the spotlight. How? By asking a thoughtful, open-ended question. What was the highlight of your week? Or, how did you actually feel when that happened? When you ask a great question, the other person will happily talk for the next 10 minutes. And you get to safely retreat. Drop your shoulders and just listen. You control the flow of the game without having to drain your battery talking about yourself. Role 3, the editor. You do not have to participate in every single conversation happening around you. Think of yourself as a highly selective newspaper editor. You have the right to filter. When people are loudly debating a pointless topic, you are allowed to just observe the chaos. You only publish your thoughts when they truly matter to you. Conserving your words is conserving your peace. Now, even with these three roles, we introverts are highly susceptible to one very specific trap. I call it the awkward silence trap. You know the feeling. The conversation suddenly lulls. Nobody is speaking. An extrovert might not even notice. But as an introvert, especially if you have people-pleasing tendencies, pure panic sets in. You fear they are judging the silence. You fear the vibe is getting heavy. So, you frantically scrape together your last remaining coins to blurt out a random story or an awkward joke just to break the quiet. You set yourself on fire to keep the room warm. To escape this trap, I want you to keep one distinguishing question in your back pocket. Next time a silence falls and you feel the urge to open your mouth, ask yourself, am I speaking because I actually have something to share? Or am I speaking because I am terrified they are judging my silence? If the answer is fear, keep your mouth closed. Take a deep, slow breath. The silence is not a failure, and it is not your responsibility to be the unpaid cheerleader for the universe. Let's turn this insight into action. Here is a 3-step social protocol designed specifically to protect your energy. You can use this at your very next gathering. Step 1, the hard stop. Before you even step out of your front door, decide exactly what time you are leaving. Don't leave it open-ended. Tell yourself, I am staying for exactly 90 minutes. When the time is up, my mission is complete. Having a firm endpoint acts as a psychological anchor. It gives your brain a light at the end of the tunnel, preventing that suffocating feeling of being trapped indefinitely. Step 2, micro-retreats. Do not wait until your battery is at 1% to seek relief. Plan for intentional 3 to 5 minute escapes. Excuse yourself to the restroom and run cold water over your wrists. Step out onto the patio to feel the cool air, or simply pretend you need to grab something from your car. 5 minutes of total detachment from the noise and the gaze of others will drastically cool down your nervous system. Step 3, the clean exit. When your hard stop time arrives, go home. And please, stop inventing clumsy lies about having an early morning or a sudden headache. People can feel the inauthenticity. All you need is a simple, warm, and firm statement. I have had such a wonderful time connecting with you all, but my social battery is hitting 0. So I'm going to head out and recharge. Honesty carries incredible weight. People respect clear boundaries far more than they respect polite lies. Ultimately, protecting your peace is about low-drain, active listening, keeping your body physically relaxed while others speak. But I also want to leave you with a highly tactical micro skill, something you can use the moment you feel stuck in a draining conversation and can't politely escape just yet. It is called mirroring. When you are completely out of ideas and have no clue what to say next, do not panic. Simply listen to the very last thing the other person said. Pick out the 1 to 3 most critical words and repeat them back with a curious, upward inflection. For example, your coworker says, "This weekend we went camping in the mountains. The trail was a nightmare. I am totally exhausted." You do not need to invent your own camping story. You just mirror, totally exhausted. That is it. 3 words. The other person instantly feels deeply heard, and they will naturally expand on it. Oh my gosh. Yes, it rained the whole time. This is why mirroring is one of the ultimate social skills. For introverts, it keeps the conversation flowing smoothly. It makes the other person feel important, and it costs you exactly 0 energy coins to come up with a new topic. You are practicing masterful engagement without the energetic price tag. It is time we stop apologizing for how our nervous systems are wired. So, I have a gentle challenge for you this week. At your next social event, try using the mirroring technique just once. And more importantly, give yourself permission to leave 30 minutes earlier than you normally would, without carrying a single ounce of guilt. The world is loud, and it desperately needs your quiet. Your sharp observation and your deep listening are not flaws. They are superpowers. An introvert who knows how to fiercely protect their energy is a force of nature. You don't need to change your personality. You just need to manage your currency. And by the way, this is just the beginning. In the coming weeks, I will be releasing a whole series of videos covering even more specific skills, like how to set boundaries at work and how to handle overwhelming family gatherings without burning out. So, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss those. If today's message brought you a sense of relief or felt like a warm, understanding hug, leave a little coffee cup emoji down in the comments. Let it be a small sign that we are taking a collective deep breath, taking off the masks, and enjoying our quiet peace together. Take beautiful care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one.